the food program won't shut down. And if it does, then could be some serious repercussions.
What?
Don't worry about it. The food program is going to stay.
Hello, today is November 21st, 2021, and the time is 11:01 a.m. I want to do a real quick video talking about something that I actually made a video about last year, and I mentioned over the years this particular topic in a few videos just in passing. And this has to do with the food supply. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I'm seeing more and more, especially since last year with current worldwide events, as a descriptive becoming worse. Plus we have natural disasters, especially on the western side of Canada and British Columbia, where there's floods and all sorts of things going on. And apparently people are desperate for food. Food's not on the shelves. How much of it's true? How much does it apply across the board everywhere? I don't know. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity to address this real quick. Now, the video I did last year talks about why I would never donate to food banks. And I kind of go through why and what I know firsthand, sharing firsthand knowledge. So I'm going to insert that video within this video. I'm going to embed it, and then you can watch for yourself. So I'm not going to go over everything I said in that video, but I'm going to give a quick backstory to that, because I really didn't explain the backstory. So when I worked for the nonprofit mental health organization, one of the projects that I kind of came up with or expanded on was food. And there was a little kitchen, like a professional kitchen in the organization. And rather than just say, for example, serve sandwiches and soup, I came up with this idea going to a food distributor and getting meat and dairy products and vegetables and fruit and even frozen things like frozen pizzas and ice creams and stuff. And when I was at the organization, we had a big cargo van, and I would go load up as much as I can. And we ended up convinced the new executive director that we need to buy a big fridge. And I think we had a freezer, an additional freezer or something, to accommodate the food. And the idea was that people on disability, in Alberta it's called AISH, had access to free groceries, good quality food. And when I was within that organization, there was some backlash, especially with that new executive director. You know, that's not what we're in the business of. I mean, whatever. But a lot of people really appreciated it. And I had people, I remember one story where this lady, she came up to me crying. I was just kind of walking down the hall, and I asked her what's the matter. And because she didn't have to worry about spending what little money that she was getting from disability to buy food, she was able to save up a little bit of money to register herself for a university course, like just one program. And it was the first time in her life. She was elderly, I believe. I can't remember, but she was older than I was. And she was crying with joy, and I started to tear up and stuff. And I was really happy. And a lot of people came up to me saying this really helped them. Good quality groceries. And I'm not saying this to boast. I'm just giving the backstory on why I wouldn't donate to food organizations like food banks and stuff. So that's kind of the story behind it all, and how I came across firsthand knowledge of grocery distributors taking truckloads of food every day, literal transport truckloads of food every day to dumps. And people don't know that. And when you look at, say now, even for example, with people saying that the shelves are empty, or the prices especially going up. There's no need for it. There's tons of food that's going to the dump every day. And this is one of the things that I was trying to get out years ago, this very thing. So now you know a bit about the backstory on how I obtained this firsthand knowledge. Not so much as an insider. I was inside the back of their warehouse where they keep all the foods and everything. So I've actually physically been in there many, many times getting food. I would just go to a skid, a pallet, and just take whatever I wanted, all sorts of food. The only thing that I was having a problem getting was bread, because bread has a limited shelf life. But there was sometimes there were some opportunities to get small amounts of bread. But anyway, I digress. So here's that video that I made last year. Hello, today is April 29th, 2020, and the time is 7:26 p.m. I'm going to be discussing very briefly why I do not donate to food banks or any kind of food charity. And what I'm about to share is first-hand knowledge, not something that I'm making up, or an opinion or a theory or a belief or anything like that. First-hand knowledge. There's a lot of talk right now because of this alleged COVID-19 outbreak, with farmers having to destroy their livestock as well as their crops, plowing them under the ground because of indirect or direct causes of this alleged virus scare. People are up in arms. What people don't realize prior to all this, and this has been going on forever, every day truckloads full of good food leave large food distributors heading to the dump. And as one leaves, empty trucks come in. I'm talking about full-size transport trucks every day, non-stop, taking food to the dump. That's a lot of food waste. Why are they taking it to the dump? The food is perfectly fine. Good quality, brand name food. A crate or a skid might be damaged. A few of the outside boxes might be slightly crushed. Well, they can't sell that skid or crate of food to a grocery store, so they has to go into the dump. Period. Nothing wrong with the expiry date. A skid, the box or whatever the containers are on the skid may not even be damaged. It could be the skid itself. Anything, any kind of defect like that, boom, gone. And this includes meat. This includes dairy products, as well as fruits, vegetables, and your boxes of cereal and everything else. Every day, they're loading up these trucks, taking them to the dump, and dumping them there. Most people do not realize that this is going on. So they donate to the food banks, not knowing this. Plus, it makes people feel good. Oh, I've done something. It makes everyone feel good. We're feeding people. There's no shortage of food. Now, how do I know this? Because I set up a free food program for people on disability back in 2012. Free groceries, quality groceries, stuff that you or I would eat, brand name stuff. Skids of pork, beef, chicken, whatever. I would go in, make a deal, basically take what I can carry in a cargo van of food. This is how I know. And I wondered at that time, why are people donating to food banks? Why aren't these organizations, these nonprofit organizations, going to these sources? They have unlimited food availability. Something to think about. And I'm not saying for anyone not to donate food. If you want to, go ahead. I'm just sharing why I don't, and sharing information that maybe most people don't even realize is happening. But this is the world we live in. People are going hungry, not because there's a food shortage, and not even because of the price of food. And think, all that food going to the dump is affecting people who are going to the grocery store buying their food. It's affecting those prices. Hopefully this adds to your knowledge base. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. So when people start talking about there's not enough food, there's a food shortage, or we can't produce enough food, it's all nonsense. There's more than enough food. And all you have to do, for example, is park in a strip mall where there's some fast food places and watch how much food people actually throw out as individuals, and people at home throwing out, they maybe eat half a steak, don't want it, and throw it in the garbage. We live in a throwaway society, and a lot of people don't even realize how much food they are personally wasting. Now, specifically meat, to throw away meat, an animal died for that. And I find that most appalling. Salad's a salad, right? You can't make friends with salad. Remembering an old Simpsons episode with Lisa and Bart. So anyway, I digress. This type of information people need to know and people need to share, where a bulk of the food that's in circulation, where it's going. There's no need for anyone to go hungry, especially now with current worldwide events and these natural disasters. Whether I know there's people out there having different ideas about them being natural disasters, but that's not the point. The point is, though, it appears the shelves are empty, something's going on, something is going on, and there's plenty of food. What can we do about it? I have no answers for that. But that's up to the people. That's up to you if you really want to make a difference. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Well, I know that you and I had a lot of conversations about stuff before in the past and what happened, and that, I was trying to say that, I did trust you, and I still do trust you, and I know that you'd never do anything like that, so this false accusation is bullshit.
I mean, I wouldn't do anything like that to you.
To anyone.
Well, yeah.
This place is going to get shut down. I know that for a fact.
The food program won't shut down. And if it does, then could be some serious repercussions.
What?
Don't worry about it. The food program is going to stay.
Now I'm going to add a bonus clip here talking about the audio where I'm telling the female that the food program still stays. And whether you judge me or not, it doesn't matter on what was behind all that. In the audio, you can hear that she was kind of confused why I said that. And I said that specifically because I knew I was recording the conversation, and I wanted to have another way to document that what I knew behind the scenes. And I had already, I guess you want to say, did my part by letting the provincial healthcare know that there's something going on there with regarding the sexual abuse of vulnerable women or sex trafficking, whatever you want to call it. So I already knew that the wheels were in motion, like from my part, and just gotta say that provincial healthcare did nothing about it, but whatever. So what had happened when I was talking to that new executive director, I said, you know, because he wanted to take down the food program, and I said, if you do, then I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things within that organization. Now, to me, that food program was important to people, and I seen how much it helped people. And that's why I said what I said, knowing that I already initiated from my part when being interviewed by the provincial healthcare, what I knew. So it wasn't like I didn't say anything ahead of time, but I just try to do the best I can for other people. And again, a combination of different things of my trying to help others. Here I am, living as I am now.
That's just weird, guys. They're all okay with it. Like, I tell you, we get on the fucking bus and we go into the Twilight Zone here. You almost feel like you are literally living in the Twilight Zone. There's good people, but they're outnumbered. There's good people, but they're outnumbered. There's good people, but they're outnumbered.